The pen scraped against paper like a knife across glass. Daniel's signature, shaky but resolute, broke the silence in the lawyer's office. The air was stale with the scent of burnt coffee and wet paper. Across from him, Lily sat perfectly still, her posture calm, her face unreadable. Her dark hair framed a face that used to tremble when she cried. Today, there wasn't even a flicker. He lifted his eyes from the documents. "So that's it," he said. "After 12 years. Lily gave a small, polite nod. "That's it." Her tone was final. No tremor, no plea. Just the cold acknowledgement of something long dead. The attorney glanced between them and cleared his throat, gathering the papers. Daniel leaned back, forcing a smirk. "Guess I'll take the house, then. You always hated mowing the lawn." "Guess so," she replied, her voice smooth as silk. "Congratulations." Something in her tone prickled him, but he didn't bite. He wanted the last word. He wanted to win. The house felt emptier than usual when he drove back that night. A storm was brewing, dark clouds dragging across the horizon like bruises. As he stepped inside, he felt the echo of her absence. Her scent still lingered faintly, the vanilla candle she used to light near the stairs now a melted stub on the shelf. He poured himself a drink, whiskey neat, and wandered through the living room. The framed photos on the mantel were gone. The bookshelves looked sparse. He frowned. She must have taken her things early. Fine, let her. He got what mattered, the house. The equity, the stability. The thunder rolled in the distance. He leaned back on the couch, closing his eyes, letting the sound fill the emptiness. Then his phone buzzed. A notification, email from Realtor.com. "Congratulations on your recent sale." Daniel sat up straight. His heart skipped. He blinked twice, thinking it was a glitch. But no, it was addressed to him. He clicked it open. "Your property at 214 Glenview Drive has successfully closed. Funds will be transferred to the seller's account within 24 hours. He stared at the screen, the words blurring as his pulse roared in his ears. The seller's account. Not their account. Her account. He dropped his glass. It shattered, whiskey bleeding into the carpet. "No," he whispered. He snatched his phone, dialing her number with shaking hands. It rang twice before she answered. "Daniel," she said calmly. "You shouldn't call me. What did you do?" His voice cracked between rage and disbelief. You sold the house?" "Our house." "Ours?" she repeated softly. "Daniel, you made it clear a long time ago it wasn't ours anymore." "What the hell does that mean?" "It means," she said, "we were taking your co-worker to conferences. I was meeting with realtors." He froze. You had no right." "Didn't I?" she interrupted. Her voice stayed even detached. "You signed a separation agreement 3 weeks ago. I handled the rest." Daniel's throat closed. He remembered that night. How she'd push him to sign a few documents before dinner. How he hadn't bothered to read them. He was too busy texting Julia, too busy lying about being stuck late at work. "You can't do this," he hissed. "It's done," she said. The line went dead. For a long moment, Daniel sat there, frozen, the storm outside cracking against the windows. Every sound felt amplified. The creak of the floorboards, the drip of the faucet, the faint hum of the refrigerator. His mind replayed every moment of the past year, now reframed in a sharper, crueler light. Lily had known. She'd known about Julia, about the late-night hotel stays, the whispered excuses, the gaslighting, and she hadn't screamed. She hadn't confronted him. She'd waited. He stumbled into the kitchen, yanking open drawers. No mail, no papers, no leftover documents, just silence and the sound of his own shallow breathing. Then he noticed something taped to the fridge, a small white envelope with his name written in her looping script. He tore it open. Inside was a single sheet of paper. "I wanted to remember this house for what it once was, not what it became. You took from me my trust, my dignity, and years of my life. So I took back what I could, the roof we built together. I'm not sorry. L." He crushed the letter in his fist. Rage welled inside him, but beneath it was something far heavier, shame. It pressed down on his chest until breathing hurt. He walked through the house, room by room. Every corner told a story. The scuffed wall where they'd danced one night after too much wine, the bedroom where silence had replaced laughter. Now it all belonged to someone else. He caught his reflection in the dark window. Hollow eyes, clenched jaw, a man stripped of everything he thought he'd controlled. His phone buzzed again. Julia's name flashed across the screen. He stared at it, then let it ring. For once, he didn't want to answer. Outside, lightning split the sky open. The first drops of rain hit the glass, soft but relentless. Daniel sat on the stairs, the house around him echoing with memories. Somewhere deep inside, the anger began to dissolve, leaving only the ache of realization. She hadn't just beaten him. She'd outplayed him. And this time, she'd walked away not with revenge in her eyes, but peace.